Hey, everybody. Quick thought inspired by comments left on my latest video about what Bungie got right in Destiny 2 and a little bit from Destiny 1. But this is why I love the comment section. Dakota Rose, major shout out to him. Would the Haunted Forest count as something major that Bungie got right before it was changed to Festival of the Lost? Coming face to face, trying to avoid unkillable night, certainly got the heart rates racing sometimes. And if you guys remember, some of those maps were dynamic, or for, I believe the proper term in the realms out there for game development is procedurally generated maps. I'm just going to say I'm dynamic at this point, just randomly generated maps. They used it a little bit with Corridor of Time. I mean, if you remember from like Destiny 2, when they did the maps, this took a long time for people to solve. This was a map. We had to figure it out every time it changed. So they had some of the technology there. Now the question we have, and my response to him is it triggered a thought process, and I might not be the first person to think of this. I'm pretty sure there's others that have. But I'm asking y'all as my community and those that might watch this video, how much would procedurally generated maps, the use of them, or maps that are randomly generated every time you go in, change the way you feel about Destiny? Would it remove some of the repetitive feel to it? Would it make it feel more exciting? Could you imagine going into Lake of Shadows, running it 20 times, whether it be for just regular strike, although there's no strike loot, or if it was one of the Grand Masters for the week, running it 20 times, and every time you ran it, the maps generated slightly different pathways, different champion locations, different strengths to mobs in certain locations, changed it up so there was variations to the strike, to the Grand Master. I'm not sure how well that would apply to raids. Could be interesting. Probably not so much. But think of lost sectors. If we're already having to go in and farm the same lost sector over and over and over again for a potential RNG item on our exotic armor piece, might not make it a little bit more enjoyable, less static, more dynamic, more variations, to change it up some, give us a better opportunity and make it a little bit more challenging at the same time. Now, I don't know if the casual player would like that idea, because a lot of people like the idea of memorizing maps and just going to it. But I think I really like the idea of procedurally generated or dynamic maps inside of Destiny 2. Imagine going into PvP. We've got a select number of maps. They haven't brought out any new maps. We're getting one new map, right? And I don't PvP, but one new map is not enough. But could you imagine if that one new map, every time you entered it, was procedurally generated? So while it was the same environment or same area, sort of, it now all of a sudden is changed. Might have a different wall here, a different hiding spot there, a different perch somewhere else. All of it could be changed randomly, procedurally generated within certain parameters. So it's not overwhelming, but it's enough of a change to keep things different. Now, some people are going to say Bungie couldn't handle it. They don't want to. They had this with the forging system kind of when Bungie owned Halo. So it's not a new concept. The technology's been out there for a long time. It's not patented or anything like that. Diablo uses it. Halo's used it in forging. Several other games use it. It's pretty common out there. I believe WoW even started using it a while back for their instant dungeons and stuff. But could you imagine that? Let me know in the comments below what you think or how that would impact your gameplay or perspective of gameplay inside of Destiny 2. We're not talking about loot. We're not talking about the real reason we grind the game or anything like that. We're just focusing on, would procedurally generated maps, aka randomly generated maps for lost sectors, for strikes, for nightfalls, for PvP, even for Gambit, whatever it might be, would that make the game more exciting or less exciting? What do you think how would it change your thoughts or feeling on playing the game? Does it have potential? Does it have merit? I just remember, Corridors of Time had a lot of potential. We were thinking it's going to be big, randomly generated spaces, and they started messing with it. And it was a great idea, and then all of a sudden it's just poof, we have no idea where it went. It was gone. So let me know in the comments below. I'm really curious on this one. Just as a thought, how would that make the game feel? And if you haven't subscribed, please feel free to subscribe. I'm doing tons of content. I've only got a couple more videos for Destiny 2, and then I'm going to start in on some Starfield information, as well as Diablo 4 and some Hogwarts Legacy coverage. So those three are going to keep me a little bit busy. But I really love the discussions I'm having from the Destiny community on these, and how can we apply these more globally outside of just Destiny 2. I'm loving the interaction. So please comment below what you think. I appreciate it. Y'all have fun out there. Stay safe and happy holidays.